What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises early in the morning. And no one's saying anything, which makes me wonder. Okay, there we go. We got sound. Thank God. Fine. God, I hate this lag. Makes me nervous as all get out, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing, and it's all kinds of bizarre. All right, fine. Yes, we are in the 5-minute window before we do the actual thing that we're doing. Oh, no, I should do that thing. Right. Hello, how do you do, fellow squishies? Yes, as I said, I know what I'm doing. But instead of questions, I do have some comments, concerns, criticisms perhaps even. I would like to note, for the record, that the USAN provinces, the North American section of your planet, accounts for over 60% of my viewership. 60%. I mean, that's a significant amount. That's a majority by any measurement that I'm aware of. So, by dint and deference and definition, I tend to align these kinds of things, the episode releases, the live stream releases, and so on and so forth, for the North American continent folks. If that doesn't work for you, I apologize. I go where the money is, right? It's not just money, honestly. It's mostly just audience. And it's just the way it is. Sorry. But also, moving past that, I have a comment about something that I saw on the Twitters that I'm not going to post here because I didn't do my work ahead of time. And I'm still figuring out this whole live streaming nonsense. But it was someone, I don't even know who, commenting about how it is fairly unlikely, almost entirely unlikely, that humans will ever colonize Mars. And I can't help but to be reminded of the newspaper clipping that came out 9 days before the Wright brothers did their Wright brother thing and said humans wouldn't fly for 1 million years. And then 9 days later, the Wright brothers whipped out their goddamn flying bicycle and fucking flew. Now, I'm not going to say that, flying and colonizing Mars are perfectly equivalent problems. In fact, I would argue that if you took flying as a problem, just simplify it for me, work with me. I'm using abstract notions. I know that's hard for your little jello brains, but work with me for just a hot second. If you take flying at all as a singular problem, and say then, therefore, flying faster is that problem times 10, and then say flying faster than the speed of sound, which you humies were convinced you could not do, was the middle problem times 10, so now we're up to 100 problems as opposed to one problem at the very beginning. And then say, okay, maybe leaving the atmosphere is flying faster than the speed of sound times 10, so now we're up to 1,000 problems. And maybe leaving the Van Allen belts is leaving the atmosphere times 10, so now up to 10,000 problems. And you just keep working out how you just keep stacking the problems on and on and on and on and on. That doesn't mean the problems can't be solved. That just means you have more problems. But more problems is more opportunity for growth, more opportunity for advancement, more opportunity for creativity that I know you humies can do. The belief that you cannot colonize even so much as the moon is utterly fucking ridiculous. And I'm not even going to bother bleeping it. I don't even know how to on a live stream. Because it is absolutely nonsensical. You have been solving problems since you crawled out of caves and went, you know what, you big cat? I don't like you no more. And beat its head into oblivion. You're humans. What you do is problem solve. And yes, there are massive numbers of problems involved in colonizing any exo-Earth body at all, much less Mars, much less anything else. I get that. There are so many problems. That doesn't mean they're not solvable. And this is what I don't get. You have solved so many problems by now. It is astonishing how much your species has grown in the past 30 years alone. I mean, the internet is what, 50 years old at this point? And look at it now. Well, actually now it's kind of a hellscape, but that's a different conversation. But still, you can work this problem. Ignore the dogs, work the lock. Ignore the dogs, work the lock. It's that simple. Just work the problem. And, sorry, now that I've been ranting and raving for, how many minutes are we into this now? I should probably catch up on chat. Crap. Sorry. Alright, what's going on? Angie. Yeah, and Angie's... who thought they were nanobots? I mean, I didn't see that coming, honestly. I did see that coming because I played the game before, right? But yes. What else we got going here? Yeah! So Lawrence Frazier brings up an amazing point. The things that you Humies thought speed would kill you over is just hysterical. I mean, honestly, to be fair, the Bell X1 and going faster than the speed of sound, I mean, frankly, not a lot of people involved in that project were very convinced that it was going to work. But they still wanted it to work. And lo and behold, it worked. What else are you not sure about that could also, work? All right, where else was I? So, Zim the Despot, you might be interested in reading The Moon is a Harsh Mistress if you haven't already. It actually has to do with farmers on the moon doing farmer things in the most farmerist way possible. And it's kind of funny that way, actually. Yes, I was in fact quoting Magnum PI Stefan 19K because it's right. Focus on the problem. Ignore the noise, solve the problem. And it's amazing. It's stupid that line came up in such a superficial series. I'm not trying to be mean to the series or anything, but really, ignore the dogs, work the lock. Because if you fix the lock, if you break the lock, if you pick the lock, the dogs don't matter. And if you can't pick the lock, well, you weren't going to get away from the dogs anyways because they can outrun you. So it doesn't matter either way. Work the problem, ignore the dogs. And Rawgile, you're not wrong. That's a separate topic for a separate episode. All right, I think I've caught up now. Yeah, seems like I have. All right, and it seems like anyone who has wanted to join has joined, and we should go ahead and do this thing that we're going to do as soon as I remember the right buttons to push. By the Great Maker. Let's change that. Oh, look! An interface! And we're going to continue. And I think I actually forgot what system we're in. What system are we in? Nope, not that button. We're in a civilian sector. Ow, God, I hate these. Civilian sectors are blank slates. It's entirely possible that there's all kinds of rebel sympathizers here, because I'm part of the Federation? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's so... I still don't understand why this game inverted the whole, like, good guys are rebels and bad guys are whatever else, and now apparently the bad guys are rebels and the good guys are what I am. Anyways, yeah, we're in a civilian sector, which means We don't have any good helpers along with us, because the NGs always like to help us. It also doesn't mean that we don't have anyone who wants to deliberately murder us, like the mantids, whatever they're called. We're kind of in an interesting gray space. But not the fun kind of gray space like the Rangers from Babylon 5. They would help us, I think. Maybe. I'm actually not sure. Interesting question. But, anyways. Yes, Heinlein is an absolute trip to read, Grimloon. You're not wrong. I would suggest starting with his kid-friendly topics, and then going on from there, because, wow, his view on interpersonal relationships in later books got really fluid and flexible. Don't start there. Don't start with Number of the Beast. Maybe don't even start with damn it! The one about the not quite Messiah on Earth that I just totally memory dumped the name of. For fornication's sake. What the hell was that book called? Hold on. Now it's going to bug me if I don't come up with the answer. Because obviously I need to have all the answers right on the tip of my tongue. Stranger in a Strange Land. Do not start with Stranger in a Strange Land. You will not like where you're going to be. Yeah. Woof. There's a lot going on there. And I like that I was so slow on your freaking inner tube search engines that the 20-second lag, you all got to the answer faster than I did. Oy. Signal delay and all that rest of that noise. All right, anyways. But yes, anyways, Heinlein, great author, great read. Just start with his early stuff and work up through it, because dude was a libertarian in almost every sense of the word, and it was fascinating to see his writing develop. Regardless, I don't think going the deep route makes sense in this case. We can probably snag... Oh yeah, so we can do this loop pretty successfully, I think. Assuming the rebels don't come up on us too fast. Oh yeah, definitely don't start with I Will Fear No Evil. And also don't start with All You Zombies. And don't start with... Oh, there's another one that... Oh, actually, some good starting ones. Glory Road is a great starting option for Heinlein. The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. Job is a comedy. No, Job as a comedy. Something about Job. J-O-B, the entity from your Christianic biblic book thing. I forget the title. Also, any of his kids' books. And yeah, The Green Hills of Earth is a good one. Doorway into Summer. Farnham's Freehold. There's piles of good options. There are some really bad options too. He was really an interesting author. He ran out of fucks later on in his life, didn't he? Oh yeah, Friday. That's not... Oh no, The Cat Who Walks Through Walls is the sequel to The Number of the Beast, Grimloon, and I would never suggest that anyone start with The Number of the Beast or The Cat Who Walks Through Walls. Let's strike those from the beginner level Heinlein. Yeah, now you gotta make me look it up again. There's a Heinlein book about Job. Job, A Comedy of Justice. It was published in 1984, and it actually got a Locus Fantasy Award, and was nominated for a Nebula Award, and nominated for a Hugo Award. It's maybe not a great starting point for anyone who ascribes to the Christian faith on your planet, although it does kind of follow the same pattern of the story in that particular book. So it's complicated in the typical Heinleinian way. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Sorry. we've gotten totally distracted, but it's also awesome. I love how involved y'all are in guiding people to the right kind of Heinlein. It's interesting that no one's mentioned that book yet, but we've been deliberately avoiding that because that's a whole ball of wax that I simply don't want to get into right now. That book. Yes, that book. Like I said, you get me to 50,000 subscribers. You get that book narrated by me until I probably get a copyright strike, because as far as I know, like the god of book narrating, audiobook narrating things has released his version of that book. And now that it's out in the wild, I'm sure that if I try to release mine, there will be problems. But you know what? I will package it up, pop it on the YouTubes, and if y'all want to download it and keep it for posterity, you can do that. All the chapters have been read. I need to go back and read the intros to the chapter, the quotes that Heinlein put in front of the chapters. But beyond that, I just string it all together, pop it on the YouTubes, and off it goes. And we'll see how long it lasts. Helldiver's the book. I mean, you're not wrong. Internet gravedigger. I will be, you know what? Figure out, my email address is on my YouTube channel, Internet Gravedigger. Send me your email address and I will find a way to send you a copy of something from Heinlein. Because it's something that it's a concept of stories that everyone in science fiction needs to read, and I will happily help you with that. Anyways, all right, sorry. We're supposed to be playing a game here, right? Right. I'm going to go north, unless anyone has any distinction, difference, disagreement with the concept. Goes north. Yes, north. Push the button. Push the button. Push the button. Crap. Alright, you barely have time to register jump completion before your ship warns you of an incoming ship with weapons hot. Oh look! It's a pirate! Guess what we do with pirates? Well, apparently most of you repel borders, because they have a god blessed teleporting bullshit fuckery. Oh no. What just happened? What just happened? Well, this is new. I broke it. Maybe I didn't break it. Maybe I broke something else. We might have to reset and try again, because this is totally difficult for us. All right, fine. Trying again. Moving on. Broke the thing. Let's give it another shot. Now get a spacebar. Well, this is weird. There we go. All right. They're going to try to pop people into that teleporter, so we're going to try to... Oh, right. Someone's told me I need to start staggering my lasers. So we're going to let that one fire, and then we're going to let this one fire, and then we're going to let this one fire, and we're going to see what happens. Crap. Okay, we at least damaged our teleporter. And that rando's in the space outside of my pilot bay. Sadly, I can't vent him, so that means we have to kill him. Oh, we have two randos. For heaven's sake. Herpes, go help kill the randos, please, because they're being obnoxious. Oh, they left. You are considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. We surrender. Y'all know the policy about pirates, right? We don't. suffer a pirate to live. So, yeah, they're totally hosed. Alright, so they left. Our guys are kind of hurt, but we need to get back to shooting things, and then... oh, crap. I just saved that. That was not what I meant to do. You go there, I think you went there, and you went there, and we'll fix you up afterwards. And now we need to reassign weapons to do more useful weapon things. And we might actually toss an Artemis at them, because we have lots of missiles in the bay, and why not? Fuck your weapons, dudes. Alright, weapons are definitely down. Did they just teleport someone aboard again? Really? Seriously? What's wrong with you guys? If I keep him on board, do I get to keep him? I mean, if the ship blows up with him on board, does he stay? Well, doesn't matter either way. Alright. Well, we didn't get what they offered us, I don't think. I think we would have gotten more missiles if we had taken their offer. But still, you know, pirates. They don't deserve to float. Well, they do deserve to float, just maybe not inside other ships. Alright. We got to fix some people, though. Let's save our current configuration, since I overwrote the last save. Save, and then let's send everyone to sickbay that needs to go to sickbay. Because we don't need sick people, right? Alright, good gods almighty, y'all are talkative. Alright, what is going on here? Yes, Tamarack, you are entirely correct. Heinlein, one of his strengths was, in fact, his ability to do dialogue. The way that he could take individual characters and flesh them out in just a few lines of dialogue was fascinating. I forget the book, but there's one book about someone who crashes on the moon and is terribly upset that the people who come to rescue him want to charge him for the atmosphere that they're about to provide him. Because this is the moon in the early days, and well, everyone is billed for atmosphere. And it suddenly sets the stage of what kind of world you're on and what kind of situation you're in. Because after all, air is not free in space. And you got to get used to that. And it might have been the not the Holy Rollers. What? Rolling Stones or something like that. Might have been something like that. But I'm getting sidetracked again. Anyways. Yes, a fascinating topic. The Ace of the Riz. It's never boring here, yo. Alternatively, John Thorne, you don't know how something works until you, well, like, I was going to say shoot someone with it, but I guess breaking it works too. But you know what? Fine. Yes, Grimloon. Yeah, Number of the Beast, not where I would recommend starting. Also, Number of the Beast is a book, and The Cat Who Walks Through Walls is a sequel, like I said. Both of those books are books that you should wait until you've read, like, the Lensman series and a number of other classic pulp fiction, science fiction series. Because Heinlein pulled on those heavily for those two books, and it's fascinating how he did it. I would argue, KP guy Ebers, that Herbert did a good job of world building, but his dialogue always came across as stilted. But maybe that's a byproduct of his royal, regal, what's the term I'm looking for? Incestuous, house structured system that he built, as opposed to the free-form, wild space west thing that Heinlein built. Oh, so the Aces of Razgriz, I'm playing a game called FTL, Faster Than Light. It is quite old, but I have never gotten bored with it. It's a turn-based, well, semi-turn-based, roguelike game. As in, if any of my little people die, they be dead. There's no save points I can go back to. So whatever I do, and it sticks. And I seem to be doing okay so far, from what I'm told. And hopefully it'll end up well in the end. Is a pirate a wave or a particle? Let's test the theory. I love it. Yes, right. Oh, Larry Niven is also an absolute beast. He did. He helped write. What was that? Oh, he did. Man, my memory cores are all kinds of clogged at the moment. He did. Did he do? Yeah, he did Mote in God's Eye. He did the Moties. On the one hand, on the other hand, on the gripping hand. Of course, we love Niven around here. By the great maker. Come on. And also, yes, Ringworld, which is also... Actually, Ringworld is a great example of good conversational character development as well, by way of the puppeteers and everything else, and how absolutely obscenely broken that entire concept is. The question keeps coming up, Paul Delaney. I have not checked up the little game that shows up in the lower left-hand corner every time I load up FTL into the breach, because I haven't actually finished this game yet, and I figure we should at least finish one round of FTL before we try something else. I only have so much time to do live streaming. Alright, anyways, sorry. We killed the pilot. Pilot? Hopefully we didn't kill the pirate. Pilot? Is he fine? Yeah, he's fine. We killed the pirate, and now we're going to probably do something really stupid and go north again, because eventually the rebels are going to show up, and then we need to start running. Oh, look! You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Well, that doesn't seem very nice of them. And it's just an automated scout. And it doesn't even have shields, so this should be fairly simple to solve. It does seem to have a missile launcher, though, so let's hope it's not already pre-warned. Alright, detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. I'm shocked. I'm totally shocked! We're going to go ahead and just zap the crap out of his weapons. Oh, I forgot to pause. I depaused. Not good. And he has no more weapons anymore. And he can't, or he has one weapon. That doesn't work so well. And he can't fix them. Oh, no, he can't. He did have one weapon. He had lots of weapons. What the hell? You. Go help fix something. Blap. Stupid drone ship nonsense. Well, we got a small bomb. I'm not sure that's useful. So bombs are a little... Well, bombs I think are basically the same as missiles. They bypass the shields. Hey, yay, scrap. Lots of scrap. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by these scouts. Take this on the house. So... where am I? Right. Missiles bypass shields, do 2 normal damage, 5 shield piercing, which I think is basically bypassing all shields, and they require 1 power. Fire chance low, breach chance low. But, on the other hand, these things do damage to systems and crew. Normal damage 0, though. So they don't actually hurt the hull of the ship, they hurt the system and the crew, and they might even, like, breach the ship, I think. I'm not seeing any reason to swap a small bomb specifically for an Artemis, but we'll talk about it, I guess. Let's see what we got going on here. The policy is that pirates identify as a vapor that enters the void at great speed. That is correct, Fox Nakamori! One totally meaningless, whose line is it anyways, point for you. Are small bombs da bomb? No, there's actually large bombs. There's breaching bombs. There's all kinds of other bombs that are probably more da bomb than small bombs. Yes. That is true, Lawrence Fraser. There are defense drones that can knock down missiles and laser shots and so forth and so on. And the bombs, since they teleport straight on board, they can bypass that. I'm not sure we're going to run into that enough that it's a problem, but it's something to bear in mind. Alright, I think we have enough points, like scrap points, to do something interesting with the ship. Maybe. So hold on, if we go back, I have enough power to power everything in the weapons. Why are my engines depowered? Oh, because they were damaged, right. O2 can go back up too. We're all maxed out on that. Alright, fine. So, if we go in here, and we take a look at our power grid and our engines, well, obviously we should probably bump the engines, because we got no more weapon stuff to bolt on. We got no more space to bolt weapons onto. The Kestrel specifically is only allowed to have four weapon systems bolted onto it, and we got that. So I'm proposing that we go ahead and take the scrap and increase our engine speed, which will increase our dodge and our FTL recharge rate. Oh my goodness, Internet Gravedigger, you need to read you some more Crichton. Yes, Sphere was absolutely odd. Andromeda Strain is probably the same kind of odd. Jurassic Park, however, if you've seen the movie, you should read the book. And then you'll be kind of disappointed in the movie, and you'll be kind of happy with the movie. It's kind of an interesting mix. They got so much right, and then they missed so many other points. Hello, Fluting Eyes! Are you a beholder? God. I recently discovered that there is a lawful good beholder that runs a bar in modern D&D, and I am not okay with that. Beholders are not lawful. Well, maybe beholders are lawful, but they are certainly not good. When did that happen? That's not good D&D, that's lawful stupid. I tend to agree, 719K. So we're going to upgrade the engine, and upgrade the engine. We can even do it again, actually. We're going to hold off, because if we hit a shop, I would like to have some scrap available to do some shopping, after all. Alright. We go... Oh! Ow! We can hit 2 shops. I'm going to go for the far shop, because I don't like rebels. I don't like having to deal with rebels. If they have a good deal, well, that sucks, but I'm going here, I think. Hell, Stefan 19K, I wish there had been a good movie adaptation of Dinosaur Tales. I mean, your species has such a fixation on someone stepping on a butterfly, and there's never been an actual good movie about it. And, I mean, Fahrenheit 451? 491? 451 has had, what's it called? Oh, for crying out loud. There was a movie that started with an E that I'm, again, memory dumping on. Wow. Anyways, there was a series about Fahrenheit 451 that was okay. But there was another movie involving Christian Bale starting with an E. And I'm just blanking on it. And it was a good movie. And it was very Fahrenheit 451 without actually being Fahrenheit 451. And, wow. My memory is just not up to shape these days. He played a religious kind of firefighter, but not a firefighter you know what? When you get as old as I am, your memory banks start to fail, all right? Fine. Equilibrium. Right, Equilibrium. That's the one I was looking for. Equilibrium is basically Fahrenheit 451 just dressed up slightly differently. It's a really good movie, I would contend. The whole firearm kata nonsense, but still a really good movie and a fairly decent adaptation of Fahrenheit 451. And yes, Renegade Leader is, well, actually there are a few movies where Sean Bean does not die, but it's also amusing that Sean Bean's name is pronounced the way that Sean Bean's name is. After all, it should be Sheen Bean, or Sean Bon, or Sean Bean? Sheen Bon? Yeah. Your language is fucked up. Anyways, I'm not fucking with the rebels. Sorry. A transmission from the nearby planet indicates the outpost below, which offers supplies to travelers. You send down an away party to check it out. Oh, this sounds bad already. Oh, okay, not bad. Great. Alright, I think we can sell our small bomb, because we're probably not going to use it. Probably? It's worth 22. Artemis is worth 19? Ah, fiddly fart. Takes longer to charge. Fire chance low. Crew damage 30. System damage 2. Alright, you can decide in chat whether I should sell the Artemis or the small bomb. I'll leave that up to y'all. We got no more slots for any kind of other weapons, though. Ooh, cloak. 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 Ooh, that seems fun. But I don't have enough scrap for it. Crap. We'll have to sell something then. Alright. Sheen Bond, yes. Scene Bean. I mean, come on. The letter, the vowels in between are the same. Even the ending consonant is the same. But somehow the leading consonant changes the entire pronunciation of the word? What the hell, man? And yes, I have seen those double wobble. I have a concern. I have so many concerns. I have more concerns than are probably viable for a live stream. Alright. Yes, get cloak, obviously, but I'm trying to figure out what to sell. I'm trying to decide whether between the Artemis or the small bomb. I think I'm going to sell the Artemis, and then buy the cloak, and then equip the small bomb, because the small bomb does bypass defensive drones. And if I remember right, which I probably don't, the boss at the end of this game does have defensive drones that can shoot down missiles, but cannot shoot down the teleporting bombs. Because they teleport, I think. Well, no, I know the small bombs teleport. I'm just thinking that the boss has defensive drones. But maybe not. Yes, it's a shame that no one ever airdropped enough vowels into Poland, isn't it, Grimloon? No, John Leonard, you are massively understating the English language. The English language is 3 trench coats in a trench coat, and each of those individual trench coats inside of the trench coat has an indeterminate number of languages contained within it. It's a nightmare. Do you understand how long it took me to learn your goddamn language? And it's the only one I ended up on because it seems to be the universal one, even though it's certainly not the one that the most people use. Because, wow, that's a different conversation entirely. Sell the small bomb seems to be the consensus. I'm not sure about it, but we'll go that route. I mean, it does take longer to shoot. It doesn't do actual damage, just the system damage, but alright, here we go. Woo! That's going to be spicy at the end. Cloaking! Win! And while we're here, I don't think we need anything else, actually. We have enough fuel. We certainly have enough missiles. Can we sell drones, please? I can't sell drones. Fuck. All right, fine. Never mind. All right, so cloak. Why is it already powered? What? I thought we had... Well, you go work with the cloak thing, because you can power the thing. Oh, because it stole from the engine. But, wait, what? No, I'm confused. Alright, so if this guy leaves... I am totally confused what's going on right now. I thought we had enough power to power everything. We do. Okay. I thought we had enough power to power everything and the extra engine boost. But maybe I lost track of how many boosts we had along the way. I think we can depower the Artemis and up-power the engines, and it'll be fine. And I love that y'all are furiously arguing about the provenance of the English language in the chat right now. In the English language. The meta-irony of this all, of you arguing about the English language, using the English language to argue about the English language, is not lost on me, trust me. Alright, while y'all are over there arguing and stuff, I'm going to jump some places. I'm going to do the close one, because we can always run away from the rebels as they come. And we'll go from there. Oh, good. Oh, we have a cloak. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Attack the automated ship and try to get to the storage cache. Avoid provoking the ship, or use the cloak we have and attempt to access the cache. And speaking of valid English sentences floating eyes, I would like to point out that apparently buffalo, 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 buffalo is a valid English sentence. I have not yet figured out how, but you can use that as homework or something while I'm over here actually trying to play the game. And as usual, it seems like the blue option is typically the correct option. So we're going to go blue. Because normally, in most cases, blue is the correct answer. Until it's not. The ship patrols wide around the area, successfully approaching the station while avoiding detection. Goodness gracious. The station was apparently designed to outfit rebel ships with drone systems. You find a functioning schematic that we don't need because we don't have a drone control system yet. But at least we got some scrap out of it. Win. Continue. Maybe we can now bump our... Hold on. We should check the map first. Nope. No more stops. Alright. We can bump our power system one more. And then bump our weapons one more. And now we can run everything happily. Cool. Oh, no, Cortova, you totally understate the idea. The she poem is 72 times in a row. And it has to do with the enunciation or pronunciation or the emphasis on the right syllable, or, I mean, it's only one syllable. So, no, the she poem is... someone told me about that, and I had to look it up. And, yeah, 72 times in a row, the English equivalent is she, S-H-I, and it's considered a poem. What? I have no idea. And yes, John Thorne, that you point that out bothers me. No, hold on, I gotta get to it. It bothers me that nope. Yes. I can't formulate a sentence where that is as appropriate right off the top of my head, but yes, it does happen, and yes, it does bother me. That's what she said. You had to go there, man. You had to go there. Wow. All right. Anyways, on that note, I can't even attack this thing now that I've avoided it, because I kind of want to attack it now that I've already liberated the... wait, why is Lagarde not doing good? Who is Lagarde? Lagarde, go fix yourself. Oh, right. He was in the engine room when it caught fire. All right. Everyone seems to be all fixed up now, and we should save their current configuration. Kill. I just love that here I am playing a roguelike turn-based space game, and y'all are arguing about the various demerits of most languages on your planet. I hope I provide an entertaining background to your ongoing conversation. Not that I am at all jealous, of course not. It's actually quite hilarious. I mean, come on. What an interesting sidetrack to get into, and such an interesting way to do it. I mean, all right, choices will be made. I think we can do this one and then skirt on out that way. So we're probably gonna go south first and then north and go for that way. You're really watching a language here. I appreciate that, because apparently YouTube docks me for every time I say something naughty, which doesn't stop me from saying something naughty. So here we are. Well, Tarmac, I have one language ahead of you. I speak English, bad English, and sailor. And the reason I have to bleep all my videos is because I speak sailor. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. We're going to go south first. Oh, goodness gracious. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. They're powering their FTL! Oh no. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the rest of the fleet of your position. Alright, now I have to pause some stuff and do some things, and zap his engine first. Zap it with a burst laser again. Discontinue these two. Let those fire. Recontinue this one. Let it charge. Zap it again. And then get this one back online. Alright, his engines appear to be mostly fornicated. Oh yeah, they are having a bad day right now. Alright, fine. Because apparently I'm supposed to stagger my burst lasers or some nonsense. It's so complicated. By the Green Baker. Ouch. Oh, fire. Fire bad. Door dude. I don't need you on doors. And I probably don't need you on sensors either. Wow. They plowed through 4 layers of shields. That was impressive. Let's take out their weapons before they can do that anymore, please. There we go. Alright guys, after when it's all done, said and done, we're gonna get you fixed up. Woo! So glad that missile missed. Alright. We are one step ahead of the fleet. We got a good amount of scrap, and we have some injured crew members and a very damaged ship. I have to fix that up sometime. Alright. Everyone seems healed up. Okie dokie. Yes, if I were to break the knob on Naughty Stuff in 19K, you might have to find me on another platform. And those other platforms aren't so great these days, so here we are on the YouTubes. Leave it to the Dockmaster to turn every stream into an anthropological semantic session. I mean, you're not wrong, KP Guy Ebbers. But it's so funny, right? I mean, y'all are having fun over there, and I'm over here playing a game, which entertains me. So everyone's having fun. Everything's fine. No one's getting too... well, I was going to say no one's getting too salty, but apparently someone's getting salty somewhere. Fornication. No más plantations donde es biblioteca. I don't even speak Spanish, and I'm concerned about that sentence. What the hell, man? Wasn't there a weapon for the ship that was called something along the lines of Vulcan's hammer? I have not seen a Vulcan's hammer weapon, Fox Nakamori, but I haven't played this game enough time probably to see all the weapons, so that's not terribly surprising. Yes, that is what the sentence said, HP Aga. I have no pants, where is the library? I don't know why someone would say that, but it is an option that someone could say. I mean, things happen, you know. I ain't going south. Y'all may go northeast or south. No, yeah, southeast. My hovercraft is full of eels. All right, I mean, you know what? If there's a sentence you have to learn a language, that's a pretty good one. I got one vote for southeast. North. If I go south, this will all go south. I do enjoy that pun. Thank you very much. I really think the north option will actually open up a lot more options to us in the future. I think. But y'all seem to be convinced on southeast, so here we go. I want to find somewhere to fix up my damn hole. Your scan reveals an ore refinery and silver factories all standing still and empty. No life signs detected. Thank you for an empty jump. My dudes! My dudes. I'm still gonna go here. I'm gonna go straight north. Well, Tarmac, to not riff off that idea, I am told that once upon a time in a midnight dreary on the USAN province, it was common to teach the sailors on board SSBN's boomers, missile submarines, the phrase, "Don't shoot, I know secrets," in Russian. Interesting times during the Cold War. Alright, scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. This seems like a great opportunity to lose a random crew member or to gain a random crew member. I'm not sure what's gonna. This seems almost possibly as bad as the space spiders, but maybe also as bad as the virus option. So, crew gambling it is. Let's gamble. Oh boy, buckle up, boyos. Oh no, You land a small shuttle in an enormous field, whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Try to communicate peacefully. Bring some of the creatures on board to sell. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong answer. Or leave. No. Like I said, it seems like bringing some on board to leave or sell is the wrong answer. And yes, we did just find mutant My Little Ponies. I'm not sure what to make of that. Let's do the stupid thing just because it'll be funny in the end. Ah, boy. Oh. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an old NG's ship's crash site. Inside, you are able to find and reactivate an NG. We got a new NG back! Win! I'm not sure what we're going to do with him, but we got him back. Alright, we got a spare NG. Where the hell do I put him? I mean, come on. What the hell? You can go help with shields, man. Or no, you're an engineer. You can go help with back up the engineer. This ship is so massively overcrewed. What the hell? We have so many, not humies, sophonts, entities, creatures on board. It's wild. Big Johnson acquired. You are correct. And thereby he shall be renamed. How do we do that again? Let's see here. Logan Johnson. Nope, sorry. Your first name is now... Big. Oh. Big. There we go. Okay. Why are the outermost airlocks open? That is a fascinating question, Titanic Wolf. Because then I can vent the spaces adjacent to them faster. This game has weird rules about how quickly you can vent spaces. And we've had a case where an intruder popped in this particular space right here that I'm pointing to with my mouse. And then I just opened this door right here. And in just a few seconds, he decided he needed to be somewhere else. But if the airlocks had been pressurized, we would have had to wait for the airlock to depressurize, and then this place to depressurize in sequence, even if this door was open. Unlike in reality, where if you opened either one of these doors and this door, all of the air would just go poof. This game has a much slower suction ratio. That's what she said. Alright, where was I in comments? By the Great Maker. I just have more reactive armor. If only the game worked that way. Capitalism 1939. All right. Hello again, my friend. Hello again, my ragtime doll. Does this game actually have that option? I mean, it would be... I would adore it if it did. I haven't seen it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Oh, we are running out of space and time. Oh, boy. Well, we clearly can't go here, because that'll just suck. Fiddly fart muffins. Alright. I'm going to do the backwards route and come back to the exit, hopefully. We're going to go here, and then here, and then here, and then out. Assuming everything works. We'll see what happens. Space and time are finite, and you're running out of both. Yeah. Unless you're a doctor, and dear great maker on a pogo stick, that entire verse has well done what everyone kind of thought it was going to do, and more power to them. And that's really all I'm going to say about that, because I have no interest in science fiction that is fantasy dressed up in the trappings of science fiction. And no, sorry. Go in here. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Intervene to defend the outpost or avoid the conflict. Well, I mean, our weapons are charged too. Giggity giggity. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. The rebel responds to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies a rebel fleet. They move into a gauge. And I will again state that if you are this powerful that no one defies the rebel fleet, are they really the rebels? Come on. The rebels are supposed to be the underdogs, not the primary dogs. I'm not sure what the alternative to an underdog is, actually. Again, your language confuses me. Oh, goody, he's got a combat droid. Droid, I hate, whatever it is, I hate it. Burst laser here. Artemis here. Heavy laser, fire. Charge back up. Wait for it. Burst laser here. Heavy laser here. Oh, he's got a defense drone that can shoot down missiles. Ah, goodness. Oh no, he's got bombs too. That's not great. Do not want. Where's our spare guy? There you are. Go help fix. Come on, guys. Ah! Okay, that's not good. O2 losing power would be very, very bad for all the squishies on board. It'd also be very nice if my blessed gunners could hit a blessed thing. Well, that fire's going to go out pretty quick. Nice. Okay. Alright, you swing by the med bay. You don't need to swing by the med bay, so that's fine. Ah, goodness gracious. Let's just go ahead and focus on the weapons and take those out. Because they're being obnoxious. And then we can worry about shields afterwards. Hey, we took out the droid. Drone, droid, whatever. There we go. Alright. Now, we can actually take out his shields. Since his weapons are entirely disabled. Oh, also, it helps when the ship is simply destroyed, then everything on it is, disabled. Well, that works too! Alright, fine. The outpost hails you. The pompous bastards suspected free service just because they had defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. Hey, more scrap. Win! I would like to be able to repair my ship at some point, but Where are we on chat? My goodness gracious. Again, y'all are just so chatty. I'm over here trying to keep my ship alive, and y'all are just jabbering along. I love it. It's amazing. I do actually adore this random community that I have unintentionally, accidentally, by circumstance, created. It's bizarre, but amazing. Wait, what? Here in Czechia, they used to use this song as a jingle for the kids' yogurt ad? What now? I mean, Czechia is cool, don't get me wrong. They have little gnomes and little mountains that are making apparently some of the best firearms on your planet, but I'm confused about what song you're talking about. And I'm sure you'll tell me after 20 seconds once everything catches up. One ship is definitely not a fleet, as they recently discovered. Yeah, Doctor Who, I liked some of it. It is not science fiction. It is rabid fantasy dressed up in the trappings of science fiction, with the premise that maybe science fiction people will like the idea of what we're doing and will watch it and help it along. It's the most fantastical fantasy you'll ever watch. And that doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, but I would argue over the past many seasons, they have lost their way. But that's a different conversation for a different channel, perhaps. And yes, thank you, the Aces of Razgriz. If the rebels are powerful, they ain't really rebels. And I honestly didn't know that, Floating Eyes and Renegade Leader 1, about how the first season of Doctor Who was meant to teach children history and science. That makes sense. There used to be a series in the North American continent on your world about a little dog that traveled through time and read books or taught kids history or something like that. I think he was named Wishbone, actually, and his whole point was the same idea of teaching children history by way of presenting it in a, hey, we're gonna go visit this place and see what's happening kind of motif. And yeah, I actually honestly didn't know that was the foundation of Doctor Who, and that suddenly makes a whole lot more sense in terms of the series. And I'm trying to catch up, but y'all just keep on going. My goodness gracious. Yes, it was jumping into stories. That's what it was. It wasn't... Stefan 19K corrected me, and I appreciate that. Thank you. It wasn't necessarily teaching kids history. It was teaching kids stories. And, I mean... yeah, stories can have some historical element to them. But the idea of storytelling is an essential part of your species. And Wishbone did a massive service to your species of introducing children to the concept that they could tell their own stories, and this is how you do it. And here we are. Anyways, sorry. I have once again gotten distracted from the game, which is decreasingly the point of this exercise. I love it. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm still gonna do the backshot run. We're gonna go east, southeast, and then south if we can before we run out of time. We went from the entomological, whatever the hell study of the English language to the ways of teaching your tiny humies what a story is and how to write them. My goodness gracious on a pogo stick. This has been a fascinating live stream. Hope it's been as much entertainment for y'all as it has been for me. It has been fascinating just trying to skim as it goes past. All right, a rebel ship hails you, Federation scum. We've waited a long time for this. Oh boy, 3 shields. That's not great. And lots of droids, whatever the fornication they're called. We're gonna power down those. We're gonna zap probably his shields and his weapons. And then recharge that one. And then recharge that one. And then we're going to zap that. And then we're going to zap that again. And miss. Beautiful. Very useful, guys. Thank you so much for your effort. Could you hit something? Could you hit something? Seriously, I have the best gunner in the fleet, apparently. You can't hit anything. What is wrong with you? There we go. Now we're doing some damage. Okie dokie. We took out their weapons finally. Let's take out their shields for real. Because their shield... you got a frantic message. Take everything we have, just don't kill us. My dudes, you picked the fight, you fornicated around, and you're about to find out. And the good news is I need nothing from you. I have 32 fuel and 23 missiles. Your offering is insufficient. Welcome to the void. And there they go. 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 65 scrap. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial selection of useful scrap material. And we are done, and I should catch up. Magic Treehouse is also a really good storytelling story. It really impresses upon your tiny humies that stories are things that don't have to make sense. They just have to, well, tell a story. They have to make sense internally, technically, but making sense internally is a loose concept when you're, in a magic school bus. So start there and work outwards. Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Eclipse Warlord. I'm not impressed with what your current society is producing in terms of kids programming. It seems to mostly be meant to keep them glued to the TV, which is all good and well for, I guess, the parents who might not necessarily want to expend the effort. But it does, yeah. We're going to skip right past that. Fine. These are not the drones you were looking for. Dockmaster, you will go home and rethink your life. Well, unfortunately, they did not, in fact, go home. And they may have rethought their lives, but it was very, very briefly, and I hope they had the whole flashing before their eyes kind of scenario, because, my goodness, that was short. I sure would love to not murder every bandit, but they keep attacking me on sight. You are correct, Pyre. It'd be nice if I could just scoot through unnoticed and no one would keep trying to murder me. But here we are. And, well, I'm not doing so great on the whole integrity. We'll have to fix that at some point. Hopefully sometime soon, because it's making me nervous. But, yeah. This is the song that never ends. Yeah, Peter Petzlinger, I don't think you wanted to do that, but here we are. Alright. Oh boy, getting warm out here. I think we can only hit one of these, but we're gonna do it. By the Great Maker. Oh, goodness gracious. You recognize this ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers, quote unquote, for cheap. Buy one slave and free them to join your crew. Warning: you'll have to dismiss a crew member. You're already full. Attack the slaver scum. Ignore the slaver and continue on your way. Well, fornication's sake. Ah, potatoes. This is one of those wonderful, what are they called in your planet? Trolley problems. We have a rule about, killing pirates. But this pirate is clearly a slave trader. So if we kill the pirate, we kill the slaves. On the other hand, we have a crew and we like our crew, and I don't want to have to dismiss any of our crew. So I can't actually rescue anyone from slavery. So the hard 6 is that we have to select 3. And sometimes you have to roll the hard 6. I mean, I don't want to kill the slave just because he was on the slaver ship. I don't want the slaver ship to be out there any longer than it is. Well, I mean, the mass vote is towards liberating him by death, which, fine. I suppose death is better than slavery by some metric, so here we go. We'll do stagger shot yet again. I think I figured out how this works. Maybe. We'll let that one go, and then we'll let that one go. And then we'll let that one go. There we go. Oh! They're trying to bug out. That's not a good option. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape! Ha! Good luck with that, man. Because we're about to nuke your FTL drive. Like, forcibly remove it from your ship. Goodbye, FTL. Nice knowing you. Bloop. Oh, goodness gracious. We surrender. Take any one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they all die anyways, which is the moral conundrum that I was already facing. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Accept their offer. Warning, you have to dismiss a crew member. You are already full. Also, where the hell did that guy go? Surrender is not an option. Well, y'all still sticking with spacing the slaves? Because, I mean, kind of cold in my book. But, I mean, I get where you're coming from. I just, yeah. If the ship weren't full, I might actually take them up on their offer. But the ship is full, and I like my crew. I mean, we got 2-star, 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 2-star. What's going on with doors? Doors need to be fixed. We should fix doors, fine. We got what we need. Alright. We're gonna kill the pirates. Here we go. It'd be on your head, I suppose. And as someone pointed out, we can take out the cockpit, which also negates their FTL capabilities, and will probably destroy the ship entirely. So that'll solve the entire problem. Flap. Boom. Oof. The slave ship is destroyed. They won't continue their evil trade, which is great and all, but many lives were probably lost on that ship, which is not so great. Alright, now, why are doors jacked up? Because I have that guy in there, and he needs to fix doors. Fix the doors, man, come on. What's wrong with you? Why are you hanging out in the med bay? Fix the doors. Know your job! We'll save your position. That will help you. There we go. Okay. Fully equipped. Doors, sensors, pilot, weapons. Good to go. All right. We should warm up the Artemis just in case we get into a shooting match again. Yeah, I do have a butt ton of scrap, don't I? Dear great maker. We should probably do something with that scrap. Yeah. Let's maybe bump our cloak. Ah, I like bumping our cloak. Let's at least bump our cloak once. There we go. And now we can stay concealed for 10 seconds, which should be enough to recharge most of our weapons. I'm not really sure how to use it. Temporary cloak the ship. Bloop. And then it wears out. And how long does it take to recharge? Oh. So then you bloop and do it again. C. Hotkey C. Hotkey C. Everyone remember the letter C, please. Charlie. I'm not convinced I should upgrade my pilot station, because the pilot station only gets upgraded if there's not a pilot on board. See, that's auto. Does the auto stack on top of the pilot ability, or is it only in play when the pilot is not in the piloting pod? I've always had this question, because yeah, I mean, I could upgrade that, but why? It will give more HP, really? What? I thought the hull integrity was pretty much a fixed quantity for each hull. Everyone remember C, yes. All right. C. Thank you, Dave C, for pointing that out. How ironic. Yeah, I mean, you're right. If he gets killed, might be better to have something there than not. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. I get that. We haven't lost a crew member yet. Hopefully we won't, because we like all our little humies. Humi-adjacent organisms. Oh boy! Do we think we can do it? Shall we go balls out? Or shall we just bail and live to fight another day? I guess we do have a cloaking device, which will buy us, what is it, 10 seconds? I like that everyone is terribly on board with get the hell out of here, yo. Dodge, never heard of her. All right, I do believe we are running, yo. We be running. All right. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector, which should be right about now? Oh, no. Your sensors have picked up refugee ship drifting through the system. No doubt one of many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you, or else it is trying to avoid notice. I mean, y'all know me. We try to help, right? It's kind of built into our programming, I suppose. So I would argue we should probably try to help them. If anyone can convince me not to, then here's your chance. But I'm saying help. Darth 9000 agrees with me, which is kind of funny. Here we go. Crap! It was a trap! Who saw that coming? No one. Of course not. No one could have seen this coming. Except everyone. I saw that coming. Even I saw that coming. Come on. Hey. As you hail the refugee ship, a slug ship jumps into the system. It was hunting the refugee ship for sport? For sport. Yeah. Slugs are weird. And now they found you instead. Continue. All right, boys and girls and children of all ages. Let's disable this jackass. I should reconfigure what I'm doing, shouldn't I? We should probably take out their weapons first and not their shields. Because they've got a missile launcher and I don't want to go whacked by a missile. Thank you very much. Come on, guys. Take out the missile launcher. There we go. Nope. Almost. Come on. Come on, come on. Well, they're almost running out of hull, so it doesn't really matter. That Artemis should be enough. Really? The Artemis missed? I swear, missiles in this game are just totally bizarre. The slug ship breaks apart, and you salvage what you can. 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 50 scrap. I am once again a scrap billionaire! When contact the refugee ship, who will undoubtedly give me more scrap. Hey look, more scrap! The refugee ship claims the slugs have been hounding them since they left their homeworld. As a gesture of goodwill, and seeing how effectively you dispatch the enemy ship, they offer up what supplies they can spare. More fuel, a drone, and more scrap. Crying out loud. I can basically do all the upgrades I want to. Oh boy! Let's max out Cloak! Because that seems pretty awesome, actually. And then we can also max out, like, not max out, improve the engine a little more. And then, I don't really care about sensors or doors, but I'm going to hold on to the 213 left. Maybe. Hold on, let's check where we're going first, I think, because that's an important question. Let's check where we're going, because we've maxed out our reactor. We are all topped up there. We got max cloak. We've got max shields, which I do adore. And let's see where we're going. Ow! We're going to the end. No, we're going to Mantis Controlled. Sorry. Missed a step there. Alright, so given that we're going to Mantis controlled sectors, is there anything that y'all would recommend that we maybe consider upgrading? O2 and Medbay. We've run out of power for the O2 and the Medbay. 2 doors? I mean, honestly, improved blast doors would really cut down on the threat of what's it called, borders and such like, and so forth and so on. Vent the borders, yo! Yeah, let's do doors, because we're going to, yeah, Y'all are thinking right about going into mantis space. We got a bunker in, yo. We got a 3x boost on O2. I think we're good there. The med bay could maybe use with a bump though, and we'll juggle some power around. Yeah. So we'll do that, and then what we'll do is we'll actually we'll go ahead and vent that. Nope, not that. We'll go ahead and vent that. And anyone transiting through that space won't take too much damage. But any mantis who decides to teleport into there is going to be in for a bad time. Yeah. Alright, boys and girls and sophonts of all ages, we are about to jump into mantis space. Please button up your spacesuits. Please bolt on whatever armor you have and buckle the fuck up, because this is about to suck. Oh, we could have gone through an unidentified civilian sector instead. Bad choices were made back here! Why did we do that? By the Great Maker. Well, here we go. You've entered a poorly charted area of space that's known to be home to the mantis. Ensure your hull plating is up to scratch, which is not, which is still bugging me, and that you have enough fuel in the tank to make it through, which we definitely do. Continue. A distress beacon in mantis space. Well, that will be for next week's, not next week's, 2 weeks from now episodes, whenever that happens. I am trying to make this a usual event. I'm not doing a great job of it. I apologize. It will not be usual for a while because there's a lot going on in the shipyard, and I cannot pin down one time segment where I can just do this thing. But regardless, I do appreciate y'all being along for the ride, and I definitely appreciate y'all engaging with each other and having all of these amazing side conversations about the entomology of the English language and all the rest of the things you talked about today. So, thank you for attending, thank you for being here for this, and I hope it was as much entertaining for you as it was for me. I mean, I got to play a game. Y'all got to laugh at me playing a game, so maybe it worked out in the end, right? And with that, as always, good night and good luck.